Your boy Hollywood Chuck. We back with another top podcast. I'm here with designer Amber,
Yep.
Abnormal Clothing,
Yep.
um, and you've been rocking the brand since 2017.
Yep. I originally started the brand in 2017, and we've been going ever since.
And so was the name Amber like a play on
No,
words
it's crazy
for
because
the abnormal,
nah, it's crazy because
brand?
I didn't get it from that. So I had put abnormal in my bio back in like what 2015. Like
Right.
I graduated in 2015, so like after that. After that year, I just put abnormal in my bio because I always felt like I was different. I always felt like I didn't really fit in with like the normal like social norms, and I don't know. I just always felt like
You was
something about me
unique.
was different. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but abnormal.
I haven't figured it out. So one day I was just on Google like different words for like what's another word for different because I'm just trying to think of a cute little bio,
Right.
and that's where abnormal came from. So in 2017 when I started designing, I'm just like it honestly took me 2 years to decide that that was gonna be my name. So I didn't have a name for my clothing line until 2019, but my name was always right there in my face this whole entire time. So I just was like, you know what? My clothes different, my designs is different. You're not gonna see nothing like this. Like anything I make, you're not gonna ever see anything like it. Like I'm very original with my creation. So abnormal clothing. That's where I got that from.
Right. And so we coming up with different brands, designs, things like that, being creative. And so what you had a niche for fashion or what was it?
It's so funny when I tell this story because it really came out of nowhere. Like I really feel like it was a calling from God. I originally started off just a regular artist, painting. I did photography. Like a lot of people know me for doing photography in high school, and I graduated. I actually went to college for like a year and a half. I dropped
Right.
out, but it's cool. I still made it somewhere. But I went for photography. I went to art school for photography. Like I was very passionate about photography.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like randomly, like 2017, I was working at Forever 21. I was just came back to Cleveland from Columbus, and after work, I just had like a voice in my head, like a push telling me like learn how to sew. Cause
So you were staying in the capital.
yeah, but only for a year and a half. I went to school there.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
I'm
school you
from
go to?
Cleveland. I went to Columbus College for Art Design.
Okay.
It's like right around the corner from Ohio State. If you live in Columbus, you know. If you've been in Columbus, you know what it is, where it
Yeah.
is. But
I
yeah,
stayed
so
down in Columbus for like 3 years.
yeah, I dropped out, and I started working retail in the mall.
Sometimes school ain't for everybody.
Yeah, I had got myself into a little situation. But
Life be lifing.
yeah, it ended up working out. I feel like I'm on the right path, regardless of what I didn't finish. But yeah, I was working retail. I was working at Forever 21,
Yeah.
and really throughout my life, throughout my childhood, people have always given me sewing machines, like just randomly. My mom's old best friend, she gave me a sewing machine when I was like 12. My grandmother gave me a sewing machine, so I had the machines just sitting around all these years, but I never touched them. I never thought
Right.
about doing nothing with it. So, like one day after work,
And that's a jewel. That's a gem that people
Yeah.
they was giving you a trade at an early age.
yeah, and I just, they just kind of gave me the machines. Nobody was like, okay, sit down and do this, do that. So I didn't really see the value in it, honestly.
Early.
Like, yeah, early. I didn't see the value in it. And one day I just had a push. Like, I'm sure you're an entrepreneur. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. That push that out of nowhere you just feel like, dang, like I'm supposed to be something. Like I'm supposed to do something important with my life.
Yeah.
I just started feeling like that, and I heard a little voice telling me like, go learn how to make something. Like go figure out that sewing machine. I pulled out a sewing machine my grandmother got me.
Yeah.
I went on YouTube and looked up how to work the machine and everything, and it's honestly it's been up ever since.
So it's just been going good for you. So did you learn how to market early? How did you learn how to market your brand? How did you know what to do? Like what directions did you study? What were you did you go to school for design?
No,
when you was in Columbus?
No, I went to school for strictly photography. I had no design. I had no minors, no majors in that at all.
Okay.
Like I just went strictly for photography, and I just found my way into fashion. Like that's why I say I feel like it's a calling from God because it's like when I was growing up, I never wanted to do fashion. Like in school, I did not have the best clothes. In school, I did not have designer everything. Like you know what I'm saying? I was shopping at the thrift store in school. I was putting pieces together. But that's how I learned like how to dress for real. That's how I got my sense of fashion.
Putting things together.
Yeah, going to the thrift store and just like I guess I learned how to be exactly who I want to be, no matter what resources I don't have.
Yeah.
You know, I learned how to make something out of nothing. So in high school, I used to go to the thrift store. Like we didn't have it to buy the new Jordans and all that, but I just went to the thrift store and I was like, I like this, I like that, and I put it together in my own way.
Why did you figure the thrift store? That was the easiest way to mix and match things.
Well, my grandmother used to take me to the thrift store like every week. I used to go with her like
old school. That's old school.
Yeah, so when she would go, she would put me on like, look, like you know they got this one. Calvin Klein was real big. They got Calvin Klein. They got Tommy Hilfiger.
And they still got designer.
They got Polo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
It's
like,
all layered too.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, okay, like. It might not be brand new, but like I get to still have a chance to wear it. But me, I'm finding like vintage stuff. I'm finding vintage Tommy Hilfiger, like stuff I'm not seeing at school. So I kind of fell in love with finding stuff I'm not seeing at school because I felt so much like an outsider because I didn't have on what they had on. So I'm just like,
right. So what
now y'all the outsiders. Like now I'm finding stuff y'all can't wear.
So what in school they was wearing different things and you was like, I really can't. You couldn't afford it at the time.
You know, like True Religion, all the biggest name brands. I would admire people at school because they had that shit on, and I couldn't put that shit on.
Because you was a fashion. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Because you was into fashion.
Yeah, I couldn't really put that shit on. Like I like to look at fashion, but like I said, we couldn't really afford the highest, the toppest brands of fashion. So I would wear, you know, I couldn't go to school in Jordans and True Religions how I really wanted to.
Yeah.
So once my grandma put me on to the thrift store, I'm like, okay, I might not be able to wear that, but I can find my own style. I can find my own lane in here, and I still go to the thrift store. I went to the thrift store today. Like I make my own clothes, but I still, I still go thrifting. I just love it. Like I love a good discount. I love
it's
vintage.
Like they call it vintage.
Yes, I love like, and now you see a lot of people going thrifting like it's nothing. It's not embarrassing anymore. Like. Honestly, at one point, you know, people would look at it as embarrassing.
Like it was like down, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's used clothes. But nowadays, people are reselling thrift store clothing. You know what
I'm saying? At a high value. So I remember where was I at? Up there on Coventry. What's that spot up there on Coventry? Not Sunshine. It's by next to Sunshine.
I go in there too.
But it's
Avalon.
But at Avalon, they had some Saint Laurent shoes. They still wanted $1,200 for them.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm like, oh no.
Crazy.
I'm like,
but
no.
At least Avalon, they buy your stuff from you.
Yeah.
But like at the other like Goodwills and stuff, you know, you just giving them that. So
yeah, like Salvation Army or something like that. Yeah, so you gonna
find cheaper prices at places like that. But that's where I got my sense of fashion from. Like, I'm like, I was in love with the vintage look. So it worked well. It worked hand in hand with my photography as well. Like. I'm sorry.
Did you model at one point in time? Because I know you model your own stuff.
I wouldn't say I modeled. I had a friend in high school that taught me like a lot about photography. And if you went to Euclid, you know we got the photography program, and sometimes you have to use each other as the subject just to get your.
No, I'm a tar blood. I ain't go to Euclid, but.
Yeah, but whoever watching, you had like at any school you have those extra, arts and crafts type of classes. Yeah. So
extracurricular.
I would just, get in the pictures for him while he take my pictures and stuff like that, just so he can practice his photography and vice versa. He would do the same for me. So I wouldn't say I model, but I have like been in people's photography to help them out, figure out their lane in photography. As far as me wearing my stuff, like I don't know who else gonna
put it on. And so speaking of your stuff, you got on some stuff right now. You got on one of the hats that's on. Is it online for sale? Where can they buy that at?
Yeah, y'all can go shop at abnormalclothing.store, not .com. Abnormalclothing.store to get merch. I got jogging suits and I got hats, and I'm adding a whole bunch more stuff on the website. I really just launched my website, so.
And you said that was abnormalclothing. What?
Abnormalclothing.store.
abnormalclothing.store.
It's
Make
gonna
sure y'all
pop
go
right up.
shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a shirt too, right?
Yep. This one of the merch shirts right here. The
Mm-hmm.
jogging suits look like this. They real comfortable, very affordable, great quality. Like it's not that thin stuff. Like I don't do that thin fabric.
So
you're gonna be warm in my merch. You're gonna be warm.
So you can kind of like compete with the best. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the different fashions and different looks and styles and stuff like that.
Well, to me, I don't ever look at this as a competition because I really truly know that like I'm creating my own lane.
Yeah.
So I don't really pay attention to what nobody else be doing for real. Like I just be worried about. I just really create when I get in the mood, when I feel inspired. I just go create it, and like these ideas, they just pop up. They pop up in my head. They pop up in my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a calling.
So do you sketch out what you thinking about? Like, do you sketch out the designs that you would like that you put together?
Sometimes I do, but all the times I don't. Like I have a photographic memory. Remember, I used to do photography. I have a photographic memory. Okay. So an idea will pop in my head, and I can see the color. I can see everything, like a picture in my head. Like I'm very, very visual.
So you design from scratch.
I design.
So you'll get a garment. You'll go wherever and get a garment or whatever like that, and then sew it together, put something together.
Yes,
put a piece together.
To the fabric store, I get a plain sheet of fabric, and I make what I make out of it. And sometimes I do sketch, but a lot of times I don't, because like I said, I have a very photogenic, like photography type of mind. I can literally remember and see. I know how I want stuff to turn out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm self-taught as well. Right. Nobody taught me nothing. So I do things my way, and like I create off of just my imagination.
Kind of like freestyle almost.
Yeah, like I freestyle. It's really unbelievable, but
almost like an artist for real, y'all. But it's set.
Yeah, like I'm an artist for real. Like I don't have no vendor. I'm not submitting my sketches to people, and they making my stuff for me. I am a real artist. I'm a real seamstress. Like I've worked. People that close to me know I worked like 1,000 jobs in my life, but people don't be understanding.
When I seen you was grinding, and then you
I was
saying
at
that
one
you
place.
had.
But from the outside looking in, it looked like, girl, you can't keep a job. But for me, it's like, people got to understand. I can't go back to school now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go back to school now.
Right. Once you get turned out to the grind, like, it's kind of like.
Yeah, like, I dropped out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm self-taught. And I've worked at many different sewing factories, many different jobs. And at each and every job, nobody trying to help me. So
nobody trying to help you at all.
Nobody is teaching me nothing. So the only way I can learn is by putting myself in these different companies and seeing what they do and critique what they do and mix it up and do it my way.
Right.
So a lot of times, like, I be working here, but like I be learning so much just from, working at these many different places. Like, I truly wouldn't even, on a skill set level, I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't like switch jobs so much, because I learned like because I know it sounds crazy, but I learned so much.
Would you say you a person that could juggle many things?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I had that kind of like early on, coming up. I didn't really work, I work a job, and then it'd be like, man, they ain't paying me enough, or somebody talking crazy to me, like I'm out, And eventually I got with some people, and I was able to learn and find out what my niche was.
Yep.
And so that's what I started doing, And really, my gift was just grinding in general.
Yep, that's what I'm learning too. Like, I got a job, I got a regular 9 to 5 right now. You know what I'm saying? This stuff costs money.
Yeah.
So I'm not nothing against, working, but I feel like
you better work a job.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, I'm not in school. I can't be in school, so I have to learn in other ways. Like, one thing about me, nobody can tell me no. Like, I try to apply to fashion school. I got turned down.
Why do you believe that you got turned down?
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but all I know is that no didn't really mean nothing to me. Obviously, this was years ago. But so since I couldn't go to school, I still I'm gonna still learn this, regardless of who's telling me yes or no. I know what I'm feeling in my.
You just feel it's like it's in you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
me.
to do this.
Yeah, it's in me. So it's like I'm learning. Like maybe everything happens for a reason. Like maybe I was meant to do figure this out, and I've been figuring it out. So
let me ask you a question, Amber. What's one of the most expensive pieces that you sold of yours? Like what would cost somebody the most if they were shop with you?
That's a good question. I haven't sold anything super expensive yet. What I got on is gonna be the most expensive thing I'm gonna sell so far.
Is that jacket yours?
Yeah.
Did you make that jacket?
Yeah, I made this jacket. You want me to?
Yeah, let's stand up and see the. Let's see if we can get you in the full screen. Oh yeah, we can get you in the full screen. Yeah, you made the jacket.
I'm trying to turn the right way so the camera can see me. I think I'm right here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You right in here in the front, right here.
So, I created this. This is called a smart jacket. This is what I decided to name it. I created this jacket. I think I made the very first one. When was that?
Now show it to us. Put it in this camera right here.
This one right here?
Yeah, show the actual,
wait, okay,
right here.
Here I go.
Yeah, like right there.
I originally made this jacket 2 years ago.
The smart jacket.
Yes, I had a random, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get in the camera.
Yeah. You good. You go ahead.
It's better from this perspective so they can really see.
Yeah.
But this is my smart jacket. I created this 2 years ago. What made me create this? This is what made me create it. So I get bored really fast, and I feel like a lot of times I get bored with the normal fashion.
Yeah.
Hence my name, Abnormal Clothing.
Okay.
So one day I just was like, okay, what is the most futuristic thing I can think of?
Yeah.
That's really I really was just sitting in my room like, what is the most futuristic piece of clothing I can think of?
Right.
Like, what can I create that's sustainable and useful, but still got that edgy look to it, or still got that futuristic look to it? And I just came up with this.
Yeah, that's hot too.
So basically, this is. Now, these jackets, I'm releasing these in 2024 because I'm better in my design. This actually is the very first one I.
So that's the prototype of it.
Yeah, so this is the prototype.
Y'all getting the exclusive right now.
Yeah, this the rough draft right here. So this is the very first one I created, and I'm gonna show y'all how it works. So basically, I feel like sometimes you go to the store, you go to the mall, you go on grocery shopping, your hands are full, but you got an important phone call, your kids' school calling, your mom calling, your dad calling, somebody calling you, you know what I'm saying? You want to answer your phone. But you got a handful of stuff. And it's raining or it's snowing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like if you wear some wireless headphones, the ones you could tap on to answer your phone, you wear those. Answer your phone, scroll through your phone. Your phone is right there.
Or if you got an iPhone, you can just say, Siri, answer my phone.
Exactly. But it's right there. So if your hands are full, tap it.
Yeah.
I'm about to show y'all how it worked out.
That's a hot creation.
So it's patent too, so don't try to steal my stuff. Anyway, but this is a regular iPhone, and this fit all iPhone sizes. This jacket come in many different designs. Like y'all gonna see next year. I'm gonna drop different colorways.
When can we expect this design to drop?
Fall next year.
Fall next year.
I know it sounds far from now, but it's really not gonna be that far. Now from here on until I will be slowly maybe put one on my website, but you're gonna have to be tuned in to catch that one.
Yeah.
But before it can get to I'm releasing 10 at a time, it's gonna take at least a year. But throughout this time, like I said, I will.
So these is exclusive 1-on-1s almost.
Right now, it's gonna be very exclusive until next fall. So from now until next fall, if I put one on the website, it's up for grabs. Any first come, first serve. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it when you can get it.
Right.
But this is a regular iPhone. This fit all iPhone sizes. It's a zipper right here. You just unzip the zipper and you slide the phone in.
Boop up.
You slide the phone in and hold on, y'all can't see my password though. Hold on.
No, we can't see the password. But yeah, show us
Let me type my password in for y'all.
So I see that it's just you or a woman. So what about guys?
Oh no, see, that's the thing about my brand. because I'm the only really model for my
Yeah.
brand, a lot of people think that I just make women's clothing. Like, everything is unisex. My jogging suits are unisex, literally. Like, women wear them, men wear them, and they gonna fit you just right.
You gotta get my guy in them so he can model.
He be wearing them every day.
Oh, he on deck. You gotta come on around here, man, so they can see you on the camera,
He
man. So they can see you. Come around
but
here
got,
so
let
they can
him
see
take
you.
off his jackets and stuff.
Okay,
He
yeah.
got them jackets on. But
Yeah.
until he does,
She brought another model with her. Got a male model.
Y'all should have told me y'all was gonna do that. I would have had him looking.
You would have put him, pieced him together.
I would have put him together.
But he's still rapping though.
But he still got the shirt on. He still got the merch on. Yep.
Yeah, it do look real like, okay, yeah. And you can touch through it and everything. Okay, yeah.
Waterproof.
Oh yeah, that's hot.
It's not if it get wet, it's just like an umbrella. Like if it get wet, got the merch on here. It's a little wrinkly though. We gotta get up.
But you get the picture.
But y'all get the picture though. But
Yeah.
we ain't that wasn't planned.
You get the picture.
Yeah.
But she make unisex merch.
Like I really wish I could come closer though. Can I like stand right there? Or it's not gonna be. It's not gonna.
Yeah. Well, you could actually. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see.
Now we about to figure this out.
Let me scoot up some right there. And that's like in the camera.
Okay. I hope nothing inappropriate pop up because I'm on Instagram. But as y'all can see, the phone is working perfectly fine. Inside the jacket. You see it inside the jacket.
Yeah.
So you can make phone calls. Reply to text messages.
The whole nine.
Yeah, like you carrying groceries.
You're not limited. Your hand, you're not limited.
It's like you're able to use. My bad, y'all.
No. This is exciting. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a creation. Somebody that's, people would be like, well, they don't know a person who's creating like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this is exciting. This is somebody who's creating that you can actually touch, an actual designer that's designing abnormal clothing.
Yes. So, yeah, I feel like I created a way to use your phone kind of like hands-free in a way. All you gotta do is touch. Because let's be honest, we holding our phone, our wrists be sore, hands be sore.
Yeah, man. And then you got the phone hand. You were out here with the phone hand, like, you know what I'm saying?
If you a true,
all night with it.
If you a true dedicated scroller, which I know all y'all is, because we all be on social media all day, every day. No matter where we at, we about to
all day.
We about to pull out a scroll for, even if it's for 3 seconds, real quick. You ain't gotta hold the phone.
I need one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give me. You gotta design me one.
I'm gonna hook you up for one.
Need a 2X.
I'm gonna drop my men's design. Y'all gonna see my men's design in February of next year. It sounds like it's far away, but these months, how these days be going, we gonna be.
No, it's just going by real fast these days.
It's gonna be February, so yeah, like this is probably like my favorite design that I've created so far. But if you look at my page _abnormal clothing. On Instagram, I don't have a Twitter. I don't have a Facebook. I'm not. I really don't. I be on social media, but I don't. So yeah, but _abnormal clothing. You will see everything else I make. I make all type of different stuff. Like it's not your everyday. Some people might not think it's your everyday clothing. And that's the main reason why I like to model my clothes because I like to show people how to wear the stuff. Like a lot of times people can be intimidated. Like. That's not my style, or that's a little bit too like people
too over the top.
Yeah, like that's
too edgy for. Let me ask you a question. What would you consider your style? Is it like urban? Is it couture? Is it like what is the what? I know you said you was in your own lane, so but what would it be considered like if they would put it on the runway and compare it to other designs and stuff like that? What would it be considered? Because it's real different. I know you got the longer sleeves on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? The furry top hats.
I would say futuristic. I wouldn't really put it in a
futuristic fashion. Huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't really put it in a well-known category because it's not a lot of people that make. Like I'm my own person. Everybody like I respect everybody in the fashion industry, especially in Cleveland. Like Cleveland fashion artists be doing their thing.
Cleveland be putting on when it comes to style though.
Like Cleveland.
A lot of people bite our style from around the world too.
Yeah, music, all type of stuff. Like we have so many creatives in Cleveland, and you probably would never think, because at times it could be a little dark cloud over our city, but for the most part, it's plenty of rays of light in Cleveland. Like that's why I have mad respect for what you're doing. I'm gonna give you your flowers now.
I appreciate it,
because like we need people like you in the city to like highlight us, because a lot of people think Cleveland is all bad, and it's not. Like we just be in the cut, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got good people here. We have creative people here. Like we have future millionaires. We got future millionaires in Cleveland. Whether people like see it or not, but I see it. That's why I respect you for highlighting everybody.
And that's why I respect you for doing what you do. You know, being a creator. You know, really just like pushing the edge on design and fashion. You know. And really being like, you know, pushing the envelope, because a lot of people are scared to like go out on the ledge and really show people like, this is me, you know, and really put their best foot forward and be consistent, because it's hard to be consistent.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, it is. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like
How do you stay consistent?
It's a fight. It's a fight. This is what people don't. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Like, a lot of people don't like to tell the truth when it comes to owning a business, trying to do anything with your life. Like, it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have so many obstacles. Like, I've done had so many obstacles within the couple of years I've been doing this. So it's a fight. Like, don't get into business. Don't try to do something with yourself if you're not ready to fight.
If you ain't wholehearted about it,
it's gonna be stuff that happen. Like I done been through so many trials and tribulations. Like, but what keep me going is my stuff. It's my art. Like, I know at the end of the day, I always got my business. I always have my art. You know what I'm saying? So all of these designs, it come from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like being an inventor. I like creating stuff. I like I'm happy for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that like that same little girl that wish she could wear this, wish she could wear that, created her own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy for myself about that. And I created this brand for anybody that, you know, feel like that. Like, a lot of people might not like to look how everybody else look. That's why I do make a lot of one-on-ones.
That's why it's abnormal, baby.
Yeah, and just to let the world get used to, like, you know, allowing people to be them. Allowing people to look how they want to look. Like, allowing people to wear what they want to wear.
Self-expression.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really why I created this brand. But what keeps me going is it's my art. This is how I release. You know what I'm saying? This is how
stress
I release.
reliever.
Yeah. So
let me ask you a question. How do your parents feel about you? How do they support you and your, you know, designs, endeavors, and, you know, how do they feel about you being a designer?
My parents, they support me. They support me in a way. I think, like,
they got to get a full understanding.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, like, people can't see your vision until it's like
out
a
there.
Picture. You know
until
what I'm saying?
other people, because you know, me being an entrepreneur early on, you know, doing camera work, stuff like that, you know, a lot of people was like, you know, my parents were like, so, you know, you need to get a job, you know what I'm saying?
It's like,
you know
older, you know how old school, like, they be like, they didn't have all the opportunities we had, like social media and all that stuff.
Until
so this is all new to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my dad is a very creative person. He make music. He always make music. You know, he's very creative.
You think you get that edge
and
from your
my mom
father?
is a very hard worker. So I'm kind of like a mix of two. You know what I'm saying?
You think you get that kind of like hereditary thing from your dad being a artist?
I know that I'm starting to like get older. Probably. But I still feel like, you know, this was like never taught to me. I just found my way. Like, a true artist is gonna find their way to it, no matter who, you know what I'm saying, do it. But for the most part, my family support me. I think, you know, I know they believe in me, but a lot of times it's like
people don't understand.
People don't really understand. Yeah, people don't understand the route I'm taking. It kind of makes me a little nervous sometimes, because I'm like, dang, like, you wanna get people to understand you so bad, but it's just like,
but it don't happen like that. It don't happen like that though. And you know what? You know, I gotta sit here and say, like, people don't get what you doing. You gotta really put the best. You gotta put your best effort in. You gotta work real hard. You gotta kind of like work in silence and just show up and make your sales. Sales is important. You know what I'm saying? Because what I learned from the president of Uggs, the owner of Uggs. You know, I actually had an actual talk with him. You know, and sit down with him. Was able to speak with him at I think it was a PowerPoint event or something like that. But I was able to talk to him, and he was telling me how I want to say his name, Mike. I forget his name, and you can go on my page and check it out because we did an interview with him. Mm-hmm. But the owner of Uggs said that, you know, when he first started Uggs, it was just a sock and some rubber. Oh, it wasn't a boot. It didn't have any form to it.
Right.
It was just a sock with sheepskin in it and some rubber up under it. Then he also said that, you know, he had competitors, somebody who made Thugs, the boot.
Thugs?
And, yeah. And you know, Uggs been around since the early 70s.
I ain't never heard of no Thugs.
Yeah, he said so. He said
still around?
No, he said he ran them out of business because he was more of a competitor. He was always dropping merch, not like, you know, doing nothing to him. He just was more consistent in his effort as a person who was dropping more merch. Mm-hmm. And then as he grew, his brand evolved. Right. And then you seen the form up, and it has some formation to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't always like that. I'm saying that to say, you know, don't worry about how the stuff looks so much. Mm-hmm. You do want to worry about how it looks. But as you grow as an entrepreneur and your brand evolve, the clothing gonna evolve.
Right.
The material gonna evolve. Everything is gonna evolve. You know what I'm saying? And that's just universal law for me.
Yeah. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I mean, it's definitely been a journey. Like I said, I have times where, you know, I don't make nothing for a whole month. Like, I haven't really dropped nothing all year into the jogging suits. Like, I'm learning how to take my time. A lot of people be trying to rush their success. Like, social media have us trying to be like celebrities and rush our success. And it's like, everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own time. Like, to me, success is... there can always be, like, sometimes there's a long line to success.
Yeah.
And it's very important to wait your turn.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, 65. Yeah. You know, all these people, 45. You know, create brands.
Stay up. I'm not going to say stay down. I don't like to say stay down till you come up because, like, why you don't want to be down.
No, I'm going to just come up.
Stay up. Stay up until you get to where you want to be. But I'm just, like, I learned how to just wait my turn. I used to be really anxious about this, like, why isn't this working? Only been sewing for 2 years. I think it's about to be like, no, like, you have to wait your turn, and I'm learning slowly, like, you know.
You just scratching the surface because you've been in business. This is what, 2023, 6 years.
Yep, that's not.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a long time.
That's not really that long. Like, and mind you,
if you're lucky, it's gonna take off.
It's like maybe if it was music or something like that. But when it comes to stuff like this, it takes time. And honestly, I don't want to blow up too fast because then it's like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just burping on here. I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody noticed, but
it's okay. I don't care.
I don't know. I ain't smell it.
No,
I ain't smell it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm real, but when I get nervous, I get the hiccups and stuff. But yeah, like, you just gotta wait your turn and stay consistent.
Apply pressure.
Consistency don't always mean every single day, like, you doing something.
No, because you need self-care.
A lot of people think, like, you got to always go so hard. Like, man, I didn't spend months resting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Half a year resting. Like, you got to take care of yourself. So don't think you have to, you know, every single day go so
outdo
hard.
yourself.
Like, people be really acting like that's the way to do it. That's the way to stress yourself out. If you want to be stressed out,
go right ahead.
But it's like that's not the way to do it. The way to do it is take care of yourself, especially if you have a business, because it's like it's your shit. Like, you got to take care of yourself.
You the creator. You know what I'm saying? You the boss.
Important. You're the most important position in the company. So just wait your turn. Like, I'm really learning that. Like, don't rush success. And when it comes to clothing, it's like you can't rush these brands. Like, you know, you can't do that.
No, you can't.
I gotta learn. I'm a quality person too. Like, I'm working at a lot of sewing factories. I learned about quality. Yeah. So it's like, quality is everything to me now. A lot of people be trying to rush me to do stuff. A lot of people.
So the material is what you really
Yes, like I'm learning about
cherish.
Materials, textures, how it feel when they put it on. Do it stretch right? Do it fit right?
Let me ask you a question, Amber.
Last.
When you get materials, when you make a design, does that okay? When you make a design, does that design cost more depending on the material?
Yep. It depends on what you want. It depends on the material. Like, it depends on the amount of time it takes for me to make it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do customs no more unless you trying to spend some money, because a lot of times, like when I started off, I used to do customs for people, but I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate people that make stuff from scratch. I don't know if people understand how when I say from scratch, I mean from nothing. I'm making something. They be like, oh, you know, they want stuff to be $20. They want stuff to be, it's like, it's going to take me hours to make this. It's going to take me days to make this. Like, I can't make this that price. So, I haven't done a custom piece in a while. But, like, I don't mind it. It's just, you got to be ready to spend some money. If you don't, then it's not going to look top quality. You
get what you pay for. Yeah,
right?
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, so it's just like, right now, I feel like to ease my anxiety, to ease my stress, I make what's on my heart to make, and I put it out there, and whoever want it, whoever don't. Like,
right.
I'm really trying to find my audience right now. Like, that's what the stage I'm in right now is, trying to find my audience. I'm working on marketing, because I be having trouble with that marketing, because I'm not really, it seems like I'm a very social person, but I'm not.
Right.
So
you say you're not?
No, like, it seems like I am, but it depends on who you is. Like, yeah. Some certain people I have very easy conversations with. Some people I don't. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm just taking my time with it for real. I don't like to be rushed. That's another reason why I just like to make stuff.
Most artists don't like to be rushed.
Yeah, and like
most designers don't.
Yeah, so that's why I just like, you know what? Let me just make what's on my heart to make, and then just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way for me to sell stuff as well. Right. So, yep.
For sure. So, we'll take a quick break real quick and come back. Yeah. We back with another top podcast. Designer Amber, Abnormal Clothing. And where can they find the brand at?
You can find my brand on Instagram. Only Instagram. That's my only social media. _ Abnormal Clothing on Instagram. _ Abnormal Clothing. I do have a TikTok. I have a TikTok. It's the same. _ Abnormal Clothing. My website is abnormalclothing.store. Abnormalclothing.store. Not .com. Type it in, abnormalclothing.store. It's going to pop right up. I'm selling hats right now. I got a Cyber Monday deal.
We got it for you, baby. Black Friday. Black Saturday.
I got the Cyber Monday deals on the hats and the jogging suits. And you can expect to see these smart jackets 2024, all 2024. Like,
popping out.
I'm dropping different designs. This is the prototype, so it ain't perfect, but the ones that I got coming out soon is top quality. Everything is like perfect on it. So get y'all some futuristic fashion. Like, let's
get y'all some futuristic fashion.
Let's turn the game.
Like, let's Abnormal Clothing. She's changing the game. Her clothing is way different. I appreciate you coming on, Amber, telling your story.
I appreciate you for having me. This is my first podcast, my first live. So, we can't cut nothing out. We couldn't cut nothing out.
We turned up, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.